How many paths may a walker on stepping stones take to reach the end stone? Today's puzzle I finally got to grips with by conceptualizing it as a walker stepping on stones. Each step the walker is able to reach a stone within 1, 2 or 3 units of length.
If you like my videos, feel free to do nothing.
Just grab a cup of coffee
and enjoy.
At each step, reaching stone N, the walker may keep a stash with number of ways to reach this stepping stone. Bring this count and add to the stash at reachable stones. And stop when the end stone is within reach. Now the answer to number of ways to reach the end stone is in the stash of the end stone. But until this day 10 puzzle, I had been obsessed with solving each puzzle without taking any help. But here at part 2 of day 10 I got stuck. I went to sleep quite disappointed, but woke up with the realization that looking for help is the right thing to do if I am to learn anything from this. So a special thank you to the Advent of Code Reddit thread, and especially to GitHub user Laurent Georgier, I'm sorry for the pronunciation, and his beautiful final C++ solution that I used to understand this puzzle. Having ingested this information, I started to build my own solution from scratch in Xcode, and that's what you see is going on in the background there. And it still was not a smooth ride. Basically, I still have some learning before I get fluent in choosing and using C++ standard container and algorithms. You will see me here take some bad turns and struggle to adapt my expectations to the actual APIs of the containers and algorithms I try out. But in the end, the biggest hurdle I created myself. By indexing the stones and the count stashing for each stone differently. For some reason, it initially felt natural to index the stone with a stone count, 0 to number of stones. But then index the stone cache of path counts using the stone itself. In this way, I had to handle 2 levels of indirection, which took forever. And because the index was represented using an integer, and the stones also was using an integer, I got no compiler errors when I mixed them up. So let me just comment a little about my code here. So we have an operator ++ that is supposed to process the next stone in the list of stones that are sorted, so we know already that the stones are in the order we can step on them. When we, of course, this is a directed graph, so to speak, so we can only go upwards, so to say. So a simple standard vector of ints is suitable for stepping stones, i.e. our adapters. And here I'm trying to assemble the reachable stones, and I have a problem with that because first I tried the count if, I didn't get that to work, and then I had a problem with the stones being set. So the API was not what I expected. You can't access keys in a set using the operator bracket, and so on. So I struggle on here, trying to make the pieces fit together. And basically the problem here is that I'm trying to assemble reachable stones. I do that with a for loop now, finally, you see it there. But I'm still mixing the indexes, so I'm trying the steps. I didn't like that, I think I changed it later. I'm going to step in stones instead a little while. So I suppose you can say I'm a little bit tired here. I'm concentrated because you know the feeling. I understand the algorithm, now I'm just going to code it, and why it's so hard. Okay, still no counting going on here. So I find error after error, and the logic is getting better and better. So It's actually a little bit convoluted because first I create a list of reachable stones and then I loop this reachable stone list to add my cache to the reachable stones. Of course I could do this in just one loop, but yeah, I kept it like that because maybe in the future you need to separate them for some reason, I don't know. Still, yeah, now I have the index problem. You see it there in the logging that I'm actually not using the stone as an index when I should. And I think now I'm at the verge of fixing this. Yeah, I need to initialize the list with the outlet. I had forgotten that. So now I'm trying to force the vector to initialize with a 0 entry in the beginning, and I gave up. I never remember what the parameters are, so I do it separately instead in the constructor. So now I get the example code to actually work, or the example data. So now I change to the full data, and there's the answer, and I just go for it. And we enter it here in the Advent Code homepage, submit it, and it's a correct answer. So thank you for watching and see you next time.
If you like my videos, feel free to do nothing. Just grab a cup of coffee
and enjoy.